उच्यते, अर्थात एक विद्वान और राजा की कभी भी कोई तुलना नहीं की जा सकती, क्योंकि राजा तो केवल अपने राज्य में सम्मान पाता है, वहीं एक विद्वान हर जगह सम्मान पाता है।
Namaste and a warm, cheerful morning to everyone gathered here. I, Kimi Gupta,
and I, Pragya Tiwari,
Assistant Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, Galgotias University, welcome you all to the 5th IEEE International Conference on Computing, Power and Communication Technologies, IC2PCT-2024. University. The 2024 5th International Conference on Computing, Power and Communication Technologies, earlier known as GUCON, is being organized with the financial and technical sponsorship of the IEEE Uttar Pradesh section. IC2PCT offers a valuable opportunity for practicing engineers, academicians and researchers to convene and engage in discussions regarding various issues and the future direction of emerging technologies.
As we draw the curtains from this enlightening conference, I stand before you with a profound sense of gratitude. IC2PCT serves as a platform for fostering collaboration, networking among professionals from diverse backgrounds. It encourages the exchange of ideas, promotes interdisciplinary approaches, and cultivates an environment conducive to innovation and technological progress. The conference will feature a range of presentations of the latest research activities as well as stimulating talks and keynote addresses. I am privileged to extend a warm welcome to the distinguished higher authorities, chief guests, guests of honor, esteemed faculty members, and students who have joined over here. Can we please have a huge round of applause? Kamal Lochini, Vidya Rupe Vishalakshi Vidyam Dehi Namostute. Before we proceed, let us commence our event by invoking the blessings of Goddess Saraswati, the divine embodiment of knowledge and wisdom. Now, I humbly request our honorable dignitaries and chief guests to illuminate the lamp. Sir, please.
Honorable Vice Chancellor of Galgotias, Dr. Avdesh Kumar sir. Honorable Guest of Honor, Professor. Honorable Guest of Honor, Professor Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathod, IEEE Fellow Professor, Engineering and Program Leader for Engineering, Singapore Institute of Technology, Singapore. Honorable Chief Guest, Professor. Honorable Guest of Honor, Professor Dr. Ashish K. Singh, Professor EE Department, MMNIT, Allahabad, Immediate Past Section Chair, IEEE UP Section. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Galgotias University, Professor Dr. K. Mallikarjuna Babu sir. Thank you so much, Honorables, for gracing us on the stage.
Flowers speak a language of their own, a language of beauty, love, and tranquility. As we begin this auspicious occasion, we would like to express our gratitude and admiration by presenting the bouquet as a token of our appreciation for your esteemed presence, dedication, leadership and support. Now I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu to kindly present the bouquet to our Chief Guest Professor Dr. Rajesh K. Dubey, Director UGC. Vice Chancellor Dr. K. Mallikarjun, our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Professor Rajesh Kumar sir, to kindly present the bouquet to our Guest of Honor Professor Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathore, IEEE Fellow.
बोलो.
Thank you so much, sir.
Now I request our Honorable Nitin Gaur to kindly present the bouquet to our guest of honor, Professor B.K. Panigrahi, Professor EE Department, IIT Delhi. Now I request Dr. Sunita Yadav ma'am, Dean SCSC, to kindly present the bouquet to our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ashish K. Singh, Professor EE Department, MNIT Hyderabad.
ठीक है तो वो लाइट पड़ रही है.
Now I request Dr. Shraddha Sagar ma'am to kindly present the bouquet to our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Avdesh Kumar.
Sir K. Mallikarjun Babi, sir, please come on the stage.
अरे ये तो आएगा ही बस इसमें गुलाब जामुन.
Thank you so much, sir.
Dr. Vinita Khemchandani, Dean is scared to present the bouquet to our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu.
Request Dr. Kuldeep Kaswan sir to kindly present the bouquet to our Honorable Registrar Sir Dr. Nitin Gaur.
Now I request Dr. Anjay Mani Tripathi sir to kindly present the bouquet to Dean SCSC Dr. Sunita Yadav ma'am. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Deepak Soni sir to kindly present the bouquet to our Honorable
ये
Registrar.
लाइट क्यों नहीं जला रही?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Moving forward our event, I would like to call upon someone on the stage who plays a crucial role in the day-to-day operation of Galgotias University. His dedication and strategic vision have been instrumental in the institution's continuous growth and success. I would request Honorable Registrar of Galgotias University, Dr. Nitin Gaur sir, on stage to enlighten us with some wise word. Sir, please.
Good morning to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest Professor Dr. Rajesh Kumar Dubey ji, Honorable Guest of Honor Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathore ji, and Dr. B.K. Panigrahi ji, our Honorable Vice Chancellor of the University Dr. K.M. Babu, our Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Avdesh Kumar, and Dean Associate Dean of School of Computer Science and Engineering, and my faculty members and the other faculty members who came from other part of the India. So first I would like to thank to IEEE that they have given us such great conference to Galgotias University. तो मैं Galgotias University की तरफ से आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूँ और इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के महत्वपूर्ण समापन के हेतु 2 दिन के लिए आप लोग यहाँ रहेंगे, उसके अच्छे भविष्य की कामना करता हूँ। आप लोग फैकल्टी मेंबर्स हैं और मेरी आप लोगों से बस एक ही रिक्वेस्ट है कि कॉन्फ्रेंस को अपने नंबर का जरिया ना बनाइएगा। इससे देश को कुछ मिलना चाहिए और हमारे देश को आगे बढ़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि बहुत अच्छे विषय पे हमारी कॉन्फ्रेंस है। इसी के साथ मैं अपने शब्दों को विराम देता हूँ और आगे के कार्यक्रम के संचालन हेतु आपसे आज्ञा चाहता हूँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir. Moving further, now I would like to invite our next guest to address the audience who will be joining us virtually. Actually, she is waiting for 1 hour. So, please start. Professor Dr. Liu Dongjing is currently a professor with the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering, University of UMass, Dartmouth, US. Her research focuses on reliability modeling, analysis, and optimization of complex systems and networks. She has been a fellow of the International Society of Engineering Asset Management since 2019. According to Research.com, in April 2023, Professor Zing was named among the best scientists in computer science in the world and USA. According to the AD Scientific Index 2023, she was named among the world's top 2% scientists in the ranking Net Evaluate Citation Matrix Total I-10 and last 6 years I-10. Now may I request Dr. Liu Dong to please give her speech.
Sharing because I cannot share my screen.
क्या मास्टर बात है?
Good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure and honor to be here today.
Recording in progress.
First, I would like to wish all the success for this conference and all the conference participants good health and prosperity in 2024 and many more years to come. I'm from University of Massachusetts. We are the only public university system in Massachusetts with 5 campuses. I'm working at the Dartmouth campus, which is located right beside the Atlantic Ocean. As you see in the picture, we have very unique architecture and very beautiful surroundings. So if you have a chance, you are very welcome to visit our campus and explore opportunities for both research and education collaborations. Research group has been focusing on reliability and resilience, modeling, analysis, and optimization for different types of complex networks. Some of our research findings have been collected in those 3 books. They covered complex system reliability theory and practice from methodology, system behavior, and IoT application perspectives. So you are more than welcome to check them out, and if you have any feedback, I would greatly appreciate. Since I have like 15 minutes, so I will have a very high-level overview on the ongoing reliability research in the IoT system and share several open research programs in this area. We know that IoT is essentially a network of smart devices. They collaborate and work together to collect data, process the data, and create some actions to deliver the desired quality service to the users. This technology has been developing very quickly in the past few years. The diagram on the right shows the number of connected devices in billions. So you can see that by 2025, it's predicted more than 75 billion devices will be connected. Also, according to the global, market research report, the global IoT market size could reach more than 1.4 trillion US dollars by 2027. So we know that actually IoT is almost everywhere now, from healthcare to transportation to military to different industries. All those applications are either life critical or safety critical or business critical. So reliability is a very important requirement and attributes for the IoT system design and the operations. Better, I would like to start with its layered architecture. Here is the multi-sensor network example in the healthcare domain. So the physiology data and motion information of the patients will be transmitted to the local processing unit, which could be the smartphone, and it can do some simple processing. If it detects any abnormal behavior, it would send immediate alert to the patient. At the same time, this LPU also serves as a router to the central server called the body sensor network peer server. In this example, through communication networks, which could be wireless or wired networks. After receiving the data, the server would feed the data into its database and perform the analysis. So depending on the degree of the abnormal behaviors, the server could interact with the family members of the patients or local physicians or even the emergency unit of the nearby healthcare centers. So based on this example, we can see that the functioning components of the IoT system can be classified into 4 generic layers. They are like perception layer, including the sensors and the sensor networks, communication layers responsible for transmitting the data, supporting layer, for data storage and processing, and the top layer is the application layer, for providing the service to the end users. Correspondingly, the reliability research, has been conducted, for each layer. So next, I will go into a little bit of detail for each layer. So for the bottom layer, perception layer, the reliability research has been conducted at 3 levels: component level, end-to-end path level, and system level reliability. Component level reliability research mainly models and assess the reliability and the lifetime of different types of sensor nodes, like battery powered sensor nodes, energy harvesting sensor nodes, and wireless links. For some critical nodes, like the cluster head in the hierarchical clustering wireless sensor networks, you don't want any single point failures. So some alternate design methods have been suggested. The commonly used one is the standby sparing design. Using different modes like hot, cold, and warm with different failure rate behaviors. For reliability modeling and analysis, we also need to consider the sequence dependency behavior, where the occurrence of the event orders could matter to the system reliability behavior. Once we have the node reliability and the link reliability, the end-to-end path reliability could be easily computed. Typically, the path level reliability is used for comparing the performance of different routing protocols designed, for the communication layer. For the system level reliability, depending on the function performed, there are 2 types of them: infrastructure communication and application communication. IC is mainly concerned with configuration, data acquisition request, and the routing information delivery from the sync node to the sensor nodes in the target area, monitored by the sensor networks. While AC is the other way. It's responsible for acquiring the data and transmitting the data from the sensor back to the sync node. So it's a 2-way communication. More specifically, for the infrastructure communication reliability, it depends on the data delivery model adopted and the network topology. Depending on the target sensors, we have the sync broadcast, sync unicast, sync anycast, Anycast means you have a qualified group, so the sync need to transmit the request to anyone out of the qualified group. And multicast, manicast is a full-term version of multicast. So again, you have a qualified group, you need to send the request to a subset of the qualified group. So the network topology can also affect the ICR because it determines the way the communication will be organized. For the example here, for this same node deployment, you can use mesh, you can use hierarchical clustering, or the tree topology to organize the communications among the sys nodes or between the sys node and the base station. It also depends on two aspects. The first aspect is how to sense the data from the target area, and this aspect is related to the key coverage concept, which is the capability to monitor every point in the target area by at least key sensor nodes. The second aspect of the ACR is similar to the ICR, the infrastructure communication reliability. You need to make sure the information sensed by the data, sensed by the sensors can be transmitted back to the sync node. So this piece depends on the network connectivity and the routing protocols. For the communication layer, the main purpose is to provide a networking environment to transmit the data sensed by the perception layer through the wired or wireless networks. For this layer, the design of the routing protocol, which determine the path for data transmission, play a very important role in communication reliability. There are several directions, for designing the reliable routing protocols. A reliable routing protocol means, it can detect any failures, including node failure or link failures. And after the failure detection, the reliable routing protocol should be able to find some alternative way to accomplish, the desired data transmission. So the current research includes the ARQ-based, retransmission protocols, and some, transmission mechanisms based on different types of error correction codes. Also, some research, explore multiple, routing paths, which could be link disjoint or node disjoint, or they have overlapped nodes or links. And those multiple paths could be used in parallel or in the standby mode. Another direction is to consider the reliability parameter when designing, the single path routing protocols. The support layer, the purpose is mainly to provide reliable and efficient data storage and processing solutions. The technology involved in this layer include, for example, cloud computing, storage area networks, and edge computing, and fog computing, and so on. Research related to the reliability focused on how to design fault-tolerant techniques, including retrying a failed service task on the same resource, typically virtual machines, or maybe on another different virtual machine. Another way is to use multiple copies of the same service executed on different virtual machines in parallel. Another way is to apply the unversion programming, which is a technique for software for tolerance. So basically, you need to design multiple independent versions of the same service and run them on the different resources. Finally, you need to use certain voting mechanism to decide the final output. So the voting could be based on the majority or based on a certain threshold, or you can use balancing voting scheme. Instruction for the cloud computing technology is to balance the data reliability and the data security, considering the cloud computing system can be subject to different types of cyber attacks. Particularly, the example showed here is the co-resident attack. So meaning that the attacker can try to co-locate, its washing machine with the user's washing machine and establish some side channel to steal or corrupt, the user's information. So there are different ways to mitigate, the effects of this co-resident attack. One technique is to do the data packetization. You can divide your data, into different blocks or different parts and store those different parts on time. It will lower the data reliability. Another way is to do the replication. You replicate, your data, into multiple copies. Again, you can save those different copies on different washing machines. This technique can improve the data reliability. However, it can lower, the data security. So as a trade-off, we can apply both techniques, together. Then, the program is to decide how many, parts I should divide my data and how many copies I should have for each part of my data. So the optimal combination of those two decision variables will be able to, balance the data reliability and the data security. Some reliability research have been dedicated to some IoT storage system, like storage area networks and the cloud RAID system. So for those research directions, some particular or popular models for the reliability modeling and analysis include dynamic fault trees, different forms of decision diagrams, continuous time Markov chains, and other Markov models, and also the network graph theory. For the top layer, the application layer, the aim is to provide, the customized service based on the needs from the end users. So in the literature, you can find, reliability models and, research for different applications like a smart home, smart grid, transportation system, and the UAV system. For those reliability research, some complicated behavior like multi-phase operations, as well as the cross-phase dependency, design of different types of condition-based mission aborting policies to balance, the mission success probability and the system survival, probability. The dependency among the different system component functions and competing, failure propagation and isolation effects. This table here summarizes the reliability models and the design technique for different layers. For example, the dynamic fault trees, have been used for reliability study for perception layer, support layer, and application layer. Yeah, so finally, I just take 1 or 2 minutes to share, several open research programs in the IoT system reliability research. Most of the current reliability research focused on only one layer or assuming, different layers are independent of each other. But apparently, they have interactions. For example, if a sensor malfunctions at the perception layer, generating the inaccurate information for the upper layers, that could lead to, the wrong actions or even failed service. Also, some external causes, could affect components from different layers at the same time. Another direction is to consider the interplay or interactions among the different domains in the reliability research. Another challenge for IoT reliability is to address and mitigate, the cascading failures. So starting from some single incident, some successive failures, could happen, causing, extensive damage to the entire IoT system. Another thing is the co-design between reliability and resilience. So they are, closely related concept, but very different. So we need some holistic, framework to consider both, at the same time. One more direction is to co-design, reliability and security because they could affect each other significantly. In conclusion, so since the IoT system, is still evolving very quickly, so some new complexity will come up, which will need more innovative and efficient reliability models and solution methods. Okay, that concludes my talk. I'm not sure if we still have time for question.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Before proceeding further, we would like to welcome some guests who are present with us. So, I request Dr. Anjumani Tripathi sir to present the bouquet to Dr. Sushil Srivastava, Oracle USA. Can we please have a huge round of applause?
Now, may I request Dr. Deepak Sodhi sir to present a bouquet to Dr. Sansar Singh Chauhan from GL Bajaj.
So is there any?
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Anjumani Tripathi sir to present the bouquet to Dr. Naresh Dul from GL Bajaj.
I request Dr. Ashok Yadav sir to present a bouquet to Dr. Balamurugan Valuswamy sir from Shiv Nadar University.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Prashant Johri sir to kindly present the bouquet to Dr. M.A. Ansari sir from GBU. Thank you, sir. Moving forward with the event, I would now introduce a true game changer who is always pushing the boundaries of what's possible. With his razor-sharp intellect and a heart full of passion, he has played a pivotal role in shaping the academic landscape of Galgotias University. Now I request our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor of Galgotias University, Professor Dr. Avdesh Kumar sir, the conference chair of IC2PCT 2024, to kindly enlighten the audience with the conference theme.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Dr. Rajesh K. Dubey, who is Director at UGC. Honorable Guest of Honor, Professor Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathorji, who is IEEE Fellow. How many of you know how difficult it is to become IEEE Fellow? How many IEEE Fellow are in India? And how many in UP? Very, very difficult, no? So in UP we have only 4. So in this conference, 3 IEEE Fellow are coming. Okay, one is on this stage, Dr. Rathore, who is basically Program Lead, Electrical Power Engineering, Singapore, Institute of Technology, Singapore, also Chair, Manufacturing Systems and Application Development Society of IEEE. So very renowned professor who joined us today. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. He, in fact, boarded hotel at about 2 o'clock and early morning he was ready for this conference. Thank you very much, sir. And while talking to him, he was telling that he only travels at nights in order to like optimize his time. So daytime he works and he travels only in night. That is the great, sir. Thank you very much. We have another guest of honor today, Dr. B.K. Parnigahi, who is professor at Electrical Engineering Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Delhi. Thank you very much. He is very renowned professor. Everyone knows him, and he is good friend of Dr. Rathore and other members who are coming in this conference. Today we have Dr. Ashish K. Singh, Professor Dr. Ashish K. Singh, who is Professor Electrical Engineering Department of this Electrical Engineering MNNIT Allahabad, and he is also my guru. He taught me one of the course in HBDI Kanpur. Thank you very much for coming and accepting our invitation. We online you have seen one of the renowned professor. She joined Professor Dr. Ling Dun King, Electrical and Computer Engineering Department, University of Massachusetts. She joined. So you already listened to her. On the stage we have our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor K.M. Babu, our dynamic leader who has always supported in all aspects whenever I requested for anything. So he is always there. So thank you very much, Honorable VC sir. We have our dynamic registrar sir who is on the dais and always supporting to everyone, especially students. Who is basically backbone of any institute. So thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being on this. Dr. Sunita Yagi, Dean of School of Computing Science, other deans of the dais, HODs, professors, researchers, and who are going to present paper in this conference. So welcome everyone in this conference. I will not take much time because we are running short of this little bit time. So, any institute cannot grow without research, or any organization cannot survive without research. That is the saying. Like you have seen so many examples, like Nokia or many other organizations. If any institute which is growing, it is all because of innovation or research. So our focus in this university is to make this university a world class, and recently you have seen that this university has signed MOU. It's not on paper, it is basically properly mentoring this university to become world class. NTU Singapore and Purdue University. So they have become mentor, and they recently visited, the complete team came here for a week, and they assessed us and they will guide us in future how to change teaching learning as well as how to improve in terms of research. And this conference is one of the thing which will add value in research, and these stalwarts in academics and stalwarts who are sitting in this audience who are in industry, they will guide us how to improve, how to become world class. And our aim, one day, I'm just telling you, in all the meetings I'm discussing, one day this university will become in top 100 in the world, and that will be happen. That will happen. And that is because of the honorable vision of our honorable Vice Chancellor. This university started in 2011 with a very small number of students, like 1600 only. Now we have 32,000 active students in this university in 12 years only, and this university got NAC A+ accreditation in first cycle only with very good score, which is 3.37. All the programs which are NBA applicable, so all are accredited by National Board of Accreditations, and we have good NIF ranking, and we are hoping that in this year we will be in top 100 in India, and gradually we will be top 100 in the world. That is the aim. So this giving you a small this detail of this conference. There will be many other guests who are joining tomorrow. like Dr. S.N. Singh from IIT Delhi, Dr. Yogesh Singh Chauhan from IIT Kanpur. Both are IEEE fellow. They are joining tomorrow. We have some professors from IIT BHU, like Dr. R.K. Singh. There will be some professors from IIT Allahabad, from IIT Delhi. So the detail you can see on the website. In this conference, we received 1696 total papers. Out of that, 338 were desk rejected, and total number of accepted paper were 460, that is 27%, and total number of papers which are registered in this conference after proper review process, with minimum 3 reviewers were assigned to all the papers. So those are 406, which is 23%, and total number of papers which are rejected after peer review are 896. So this is about this conference, and because there are many guests, we are eager to listen to them. So let's welcome all the guests who are here and let's listen to them. I want to thank Honorable Dynamic CEO Dr. Galgotias, who has supported in this conference. He has given us the blind approval, like you whatever for quality you want to spend, you spend, and we will approve everything. So thank you, Honorable CEO sir, and Director of Operation Dr. Aradhana. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for guiding us with your words of wisdom. I would now introduce our guest of honor, B.K. Panigrahi, Senior Member IEEE, who is currently serving as a professor with the Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Delhi. He is heading the Center for Automotive Research and Tribology at IIT Delhi. He has authored or co-authored more than 100 research papers in various international and national journals. His research interests include soft computing, signal processing, power quality, renewable energy system. I welcome sir to come and share your words.
Hey, good morning to all of you. So, Honorable Dr. Rajesh Dubey, Director of UGC, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Galgotias University, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Registrar, the CEO, and all the dignitaries, and most of the friends sitting here, Akshay and Ashish, and all the dignitaries sitting on the other side. So this is a great pleasure for me to stand here, despite of several commitment and all these things. So perhaps this is my third visit to this Galgotias University, and when I look into this particular conference, then I am tempted to come because I always used to tell I am a power engineer. And बच्चों को जब इंट्रोडक्शन देता हूँ वही देता हूँ 2 हड्डी 1 खोपड़ी 440 वोल्ट खतरा वाला. So from electrical engineer, but nowadays as we are discussing in the morning the national education policy and all other thing. So today's research is not the research in a particular direction. Today's research is the interdisciplinary research. So that's why I confuse and sometimes I got, because you are writing communication, control, power, वो परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन करके कितना कॉन्फ्रेंस का नाम है भगवान जाने. कोई पावर पहले डाल देता है, फिर कम्युनिकेशन कंट्रोल, कोई बोलता है कम्युनिकेशन कंट्रोल कंप्यूटिंग इन पावर इंजीनियरिंग. So anyhow, these are not different from each other. So being a power engineer, if I want to do my research in the smart grid, I have to understand communication. Without the communication protocol, without the communication medium, I can't do any research on the smart grid. And similarly, there it is not the end. You have to do the computing power, the embedded system, the control system. So that's why the whole scenario when I am talking of, then it consists of the best method in communication technology, maybe 5G, 6G, the best methods in control environment, the best methods in decision making by various computing technology, whether we call it computational intelligence, we call it machine intelligence, we call it machine learning, or whatever. Start from the shallow neural network to the deep neural network, start from simple perceptron to convolutional neural network, or whatever. So the whole gamut of looking into the problem in particular field, whether it is a field of electrical engineering, communication engineering, or it is in the chemical engineering or civil engineering, whatever, to be supplemented by various methodology, tools and techniques which are available in other domains to solve various engineering problems. So always I used to tell there is a debate. People call about AIML. If you look into, this started from 1943, the neural network, Michael-Pitts model. 1965, Professor Lucky Jade, he came up with the fuzzy logic. 1975, John H. Holland, they come with genetic algorithm. It was not properly given attention till it has come to the engineering or science or management. I am not talking of only one thing. The application of all these in various fields, whether it is in the science, whether it is in the engineering, whether it is in the management. And you can see nowadays, most of the humanities department are doing research in cognitive science. So there is no boundary of research nowadays. So always I used to tell my research scholars or my colleagues or my faculty, see, there is no boundary. The day has gone. I am electrical engineering, means oi hadi and kopdi. No, that is out of the way. So I am very glad to be here and looking into the research domain, the research direction. And I am sure that all the researchers who are coming here and attending this conference and listening the eminent speakers who are present here and who are coming tomorrow, Professor S. N. Singh and others. And in particularly, I am thankful to the administration of Galgotias University who has contacted me to come here and give a short introduction here and a keynote of 15 minutes after that. Thank you all for your kind patience and listening to all of us, because always I compare, we call the dynamic and so all dynamic people are now becoming static here. So let us break this barrier after some time and let's be the dynamic after some time. Thank you all. Enjoy the day. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir, for the kind words. Moving forward with our event, I would now introduce our guest of honor with expertise in power electronics for electrification and renewable integration, Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathore, IEEE Fellow from Singapore Institute of Technology. Dr. Rathore is an expert in power electronics and control of electrical motor drives. He is currently serving as a co-editor-in-chief of IEEE Transaction on Industrial Electronics, the Award Department Chair of the IEEE Industry Application Society, EdCom member at large and IEEE Fellow Evaluation Committee member of IEEE Industrial Electronics Society. He is the chair of MSAD. He is the gold medalist of Indian Institute of Technology, BHU Varanasi, India, and 2023 Distinguished Alumnus Award recipient. Dr. Rathore is a recipient of 2013 IEEE IS Andrew Smith Outstanding Young Member Achievement Award, 2014 ISAO Takahashi Power Electronics Award, 2017 IEEE IS David Irwin Early Career Award, 2019 IS Publication Service Recognition Award, 2020 IEEE Bimal Bose Award for Industrial Electronics Application in Energy System, and 2021 Naga Mori Award. He has published about 300 research papers in international journals and conferences, including 102 IEEE Transaction. I would now like to invite Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathore, sir, to kindly address the audience with his words. Please, sir.
Good morning, everyone. This is our first visit to Galgotias, and I would say very pleasant visit. Thank you very much for the invitation. It has been 20 years outside India, like I went for PhD, but I'm connected with India more than anyone. I spent 4 months in India every year, despite anything. Although I was in Canada or US before moving to Singapore, but 3 to 4 months I used to spend in India. I participated in many projects. I mean, 5 Gyan, 1 Mission Innovation, 2 Spark, 2 Imprint, 2 C, several projects with NITs and IITs as well. Even in Jaipur, we developed a microgrid in a rural village, Burutal. So that's how I'm connected basically in various parts of India. Last year in September, I had a visit to Northeast India, Arunachal Pradesh, Tezpur, Assam, Ravanga, Sikkim, Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, to basically for educational awareness through IEEE, that how they can aware certain schemes from the IEEE and can integrate basically with IEEE in India and overseas. Because conferences like this sponsored by IEEE, which are international, they basically help us crossing the boundaries, right? I crossed the boundary, I came from Singapore to India, right? So we cross the boundaries. And since we are in the field of education and research, like one of very talented person where I used to work with him, he used to say that the true educators and true researchers, they don't work in their comfort zone. Only students work in their comfort zone. So as a teacher, as a researcher, as an educator, we should cross the boundary. We cannot work in our comfort zone. We cannot teach our students to work in their comfort zone only. Professor Panigrahi was mentioning that now electrical engineering is not electrical engineering. You have to be multidisciplinary to really make a product, right? To really make a product, you have to be multidisciplinary. We should have all the knowledge from basic to advanced. And these conferences where communication, control, power and more, okay, they help us basically cross this kind of boundaries. Yeah. We talk about IEEE, like if I speak as an IAS representative in IEEE, we were talking about leadership programs, basically that we really need leaders, like in VC office, we were discussing about that. Leadership means commitment. Okay, many people are successful in IEEE, many people are not successful in IEEE. Okay, so there are two pathways basically. One pathway is that some people, they just take the position, they commit, and then they don't give time after that, sending a message, we are busy. And somebody says, I am busy, career is stop right away. Okay, because then the upper leadership thinks that this guy is already very busy. Okay, so there is no point in offering further voluntary opportunities to him because he is already very busy. Okay, so nowadays busy word is not a good word anymore. At one point of time, it used to be a very nice word. Now busy word is basically not a good word. You don't get further opportunities because you cannot commit time. You are already very busy for that. That's what I learned myself. So how to manage time, like Dr. Sharma was mentioning when we were discussing, I never travel in the daytime. Okay, I cannot waste my daytime at all. Only night sleeping time. Okay. And my wife always says that you are so lucky, you just close your eyes and you sleep. Yeah. So, and that's true. I just close my eyes and basically I sleep. Yeah, it doesn't matter I'm in plane, I'm in bus, like Dr. S.N. Singh once was very insisting me that come to Gwalior. And then somehow I had to travel overnight from my village to Kota to Gwalior. And he said, oh, you are looking so fresh. I said, I was sleeping. Yeah. Yeah. So somehow I manage my time accordingly to basically commit, deliver, and then basically grow in positive directions. Yeah. So very grateful to be in this conference. In India also, like through PEDES, transportation, I worked in many other conferences as well. This is first time probably in NCR region in Galgotias. I always used to see basically these universities while traveling through roads because I don't travel nowadays by trains, either flight or by road because the road infrastructure is very nice in India. So I just enjoy basically exploring those. Yeah, so I have seen these universities while traveling, but first time to visit. So thank you for the administration to host this visit. And hopefully we will interact in the future as well. As I said, this is first present visit to come back again. Thank you very much and
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your words. Moving further, I would now introduce our chief guest, Professor Dr. Rajesh K. Dubey, Director, UGC HRDC. He is an experienced Secretary General with a demonstrated history of working in the government administration industry. He is a Assessor NEC Bangalore, Advisor Organic Mission Uttarakhand, Governor Nominee Selection Committee SAU Gujarat, Member ACC UGC HRDC RDB Jabalpur, Member Berks MBB University Agartala Tripura, FC Minister of Rural Development Government of India, Member Farmers Welfare Commission Government of Chhattisgarh. I would request sir to please come and give your words.
Thank you so much. Respected dignitary of the dais and of the dais, dear students, the experts, and most important, the academic leaders, the professors, deans, directors. Actually, this is a powerhouse. As Dr. Professor Avdesh started this thing, today this hall, this gathering, this auditorium is full packed, so many powers. and Panigrahi from IIT, I think truly he translated दो हड्डी और एक खोपड़ी 440 bolts. लेकिन अवधेश जी आपका 406 ही सेलेक्ट किया आपने, 440 में थोड़ा कम है, 34. Truly speaking, this fifth I, triple E, 3I, 3 आंख तो हम लोग सुने हैं और आप उससे 2 I और आगे हैं. I think whether it is power or it is communication or computing, all are multidisciplinary. Power is something nowadays, even in sustainable development goals, we talk about clean power. Truly speaking, this conference is really the backbone of a country like India. We are one of the greatest countries in education in the world. If we go to our ancients, if we go to our traditional knowledge, nowadays, IKS, Indian Knowledge System, is much more, not only a preferred thing to Government of India, rather to all countries like US and China who are ahead to us in higher education. But power is a power. And I think if really we are going to win the game of superiority, I think power is the first quadrant. Talking on power, creating more eco-friendly power, maybe of any sort, is always good. एक छोटी सी बात आपको बताएं, सबसे ज्यादा पावर कहाँ होता है? हम कहते हैं कि सबसे ज्यादा पावर आदमी के ब्रेन में होता है, बाबू साहब, ब्रेन. और अगर हम पूछें कि सबसे ज्यादा ब्रेन किसका काम करता है पूरे वर्ल्ड में, पूरा जो बायोस्फीयर है, इसमें सबसे ज्यादा ब्रेन किसका काम करता है? तो आप जानते हैं, हनी बी, मधुमक्खी का ब्रेन 23% काम करता है. तो मधुमक्खी अगर आपके गलगोटिया में कहीं उसका बीहाइव है, तो यहाँ से 600 किलोमीटर पर डे मॉर्निंग में जाती है एंड आफ्टरनून तक ऐसे नेक्टर से हनी निकालती है, उस फ्लावर से ऐसा नेक्टर निकालती है कि उस फ्लावर को पता नहीं चलता. You see the intelligence, you see the power of honey, that bee. और उस नेक्टर को 600 किलोमीटर फिर विदाउट एनी जीपीएस वो गलगोटिया के उसी कॉर्नर में, उसी पेड़ पे, उसी फ्लोर पे पहुंच जाती है जहां उसके बच्चे या उसका हाइव है. You see the communication of brain of honey bee. और हम लोगों का ब्रेन कितना काम करता है? Only maximum 7%. If it is 7%, we are genius. How many we are genius? I think IITians are genius, so Panigrahi is here. No. There is don't take it otherwise. We have certain thumb rules, and we know all very well. If somebody is coming to mathematics, engineering, हमारे जब हम लोग पुरानी एजुकेशन पॉलिसी 1986 में पढ़ते थे, तो वहाँ यही होता था कि मैथमेटिक्स कौन पढ़ता है? जिसका ब्रेन अच्छा हो. साइंस कौन पढ़ता है? जिसका ब्रेन अच्छा हो. अब अलग बात है कि बांसुरी बजाने वाले को हम भारत रत्न देते हैं, लेकिन एक थंब रूल है. हमारा ब्रेन 7% काम मैक्सिमम करता है, 3% तक सामान्यतः हमारा ब्रेन काम करता है 3 से 7%। कितना बड़ा पोटेंशियल है अभी हमें ह्यूमन ब्रेन को एक्सप्लोर करने में। क्या हमारे पास प्रोफेसर बाबू साहब ऐसी टेक्नोलॉजीज, ऐसे इंटरवेंशंस, ऐसा इनोवेशंस, ऐसा स्टार्टअप्स आ सकता है कि वी कैन क्रिएट जीनी in our Galgotia campus, not only distributing the degrees, rather can we open a cell, a forum, a class where we can say that yes, by communication, by power, by computing, we can do it. Can we do it? तो आप सुने होंगे, सब लोग सुनोगे, यहाँ हमारे समझ से काफी सब लोग विज्ञान के विद्यार्थी हैं या नहीं भी हैं, तो ये बहुत कॉमन चीज आपसे हम शेयर कर रहे हैं। विलियम हार्वे 1628 1628 विलियम हार्वे, सब लोग नाम सुने होंगे। विलियम हार्वे ने पाणिग्रही की पहली बार कहा कि जो ह्यूमन हार्ट है, हमारा जो दिल है, ये धड़कता है और धड़कने से क्या होता है, ये ब्लड सर्कुलेट करता है। तो उन्होंने 1628 में ये कहा कि दिल जो है वो केवल ब्लड को सर्कुलेट करने का आर्गन है, उसमें कोई अकल नाम की चीज नहीं है। लेकिन अभी हाल में जब से ये इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की एजुकेशन, टेक्नोलॉजी और कंप्यूटिंग एआई के माध्यम से इस रूप में आई एट दिस लेवल, then there is a great breakthrough to what we call, it is not only the mind that has power or of intelligence, rather it is heart, to what we call coronary memory. अभी आप सुने हो शायद, या हम आपको शेयर कर रहे हैं, अफ्रीका में एक बहुत अच्छी लेडी थी, वो पियानो बजाती थी और उसका एक एक्सीडेंट में डेथ हो गया। तो जब डेथ हुई तो एम्बुलेंस में ही डॉक्टर्स ने देखा कि उसका हार्ट जो है बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है, तो उसके हार्ट को उन्होंने, जो नीड था उस दिन, उसी दिन उन्होंने उसके हार्ट को दूसरे पेशेंट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया और वो पेशेंट बच गया और वो तो शी वाज ऑन डेथ एंड शी डाइड। थोड़े दिन बाद क्या दिखा कि जिस पेशेंट को उस पियानो की वो वहाँ की बहुत मशहूर महिला थी, तो उनके हार्ट को जिस व्यक्ति में ट्रांसफर किया गया, वो 11 महीने बाद पियानो सीखने लगा और पियानो का एक्सपर्ट हो गया, जबकि उसके पहले उसका पियानो से कोई लेना नहीं था। और एक इसका उल्टा, अभी कोस्टारिका का केस आया, अभी पिछले महीने ही था, आप नेचर में पढ़ेंगे, जो मैगजीन है उसमें छपा वो, दैट वेरी गुड केस ऑफ पावर इन हार्ट। क्या था कि एक महापुरुष थे, he was alcoholic, due to high alcohol dose he died. So under the ambulance यही हाल उनका हुआ, हार्ट was good, तो उनका हार्ट एक ऐसी लेडी जिसकी जरूरत थी उसको ट्रांसफर कर दिया गया, and that lady was having no history of this case. लेकिन 11 महीने के अंदर ही उस लेडी को अल्कोहल की जरूरत रोज पड़ने लगी। That is the beauty of iron. That is the beauty of, you know, the electronics. अभी आप सुने होंगे कि यान मास्क ने एक ऐसा चिप डेवलप किया, या ह्यूमनाइड, जिसको अगर आपके शरीर में इम्प्लांट कर दिया जाए तो आपको बीपी कब होगा, शुगर कब होगा, अर्थराइटिस कब होगी, या आपके बच्चे और उनका क्या होगा, वो सब आपको बताता रहेगा। आपकी कार आप ड्राइव कर रहे हैं, without knowing your car model and your car name, that chip will give idea to Galgotia center or any center कि he is driving his car at this speed. This is the development. This is the research, and this research is called solving the real life problem. We all are sitting here. It is a really powerful, good house. So many elementaries are there. But I know within 2 days we will discuss on these issues. And as Professor Avdeshji's vision and mission is always good, that we should be the powerful university also in the world. Always good. We should dream big. लक्ष्य तो ऊंचा होना चाहिए, बट आई प्रॉमिस यू अवधेश जी, द वे यू आर डूइंग द थिंग, इट इज नॉट ओनली द मिशन एंड विजन, इट इज रियलिटी आल्सो. Came here for the first time, although हम यूजीसी में ही हैं, लेकिन इतना दूर आने में बहुत साल लगा. आपका इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, आपका कैंपस, आपके लोगों की जो एनर्जेटिक सेंस है, इसको देख के ऐसा लगता है कि जो आजकल हम लोग आईटी कहते हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, शायद इन सबको अगर मिला दिया जाए तो इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी ही है. तो आईटी इक्वल टू आईटी प्लस आईटी. वन आईटी इज इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, another IT is what? ये देखिए, सब लोग कुछ न कुछ करने लगे. दीजिए एनर्जी, अलग इन्वॉल्व टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. बट इंडिया, innovative India, talent, Indian talent. So, Professor Babu Sahab, Indian talent and innovative India is always ahead. I think big on a march. If we see the problems, we are doing better than China, we are doing better than America. अभी हाल में हमको टेक्सास जाना पड़ा मात्र 3 दिन के लिए. वहाँ आपके तरह ही एक अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी है, उनके प्रोफेसर कंप्यूटर साइंस का ही प्रोग्राम था, उनसे इंटरेक्ट करना हुआ. हमने चलते समय पूछा कि साहब आपके यहाँ क्या एक्सपीरियंस है आपका, आपके पास तो सारे दुनिया से बच्चे आते हैं, क्या है आपका फीडबैक? ही वाज फ्रॉम चाइना. आपको जस्ट मैं शेयर कर रहा हूँ. बोले कि 3 तरह के लोग ज़्यादा आते हैं पढ़ने. कुछ तो चाइना से आते हैं, कुछ अमेरिका में ही है, यहाँ से आते हैं, काफ़ी इंडियन आते हैं. तो अमेरिकन स्टूडेंट्स को कोई लेना देना नहीं है, कोई मतलब नहीं है कि नंबर कितने आए, डिवीजन क्या आया, ग्रेड पॉइंट क्या आया, पहली बार में आ गया या दूसरी बार में आया, कोई मतलब नहीं है. वो कर करके चले जाते हैं. चाइनीज सोचते हैं कि हम क्वालिटी वाला काम करें. They always think something quality in the class. But Indians are very different. अवधेश जी, उन्होंने कहा कि इंडियंस तो ABCD सारे युक्त लगा देते हैं. कुछ भी कि मैं चाइनीज से ऊपर हो जाऊं और अमेरिकन से ऊपर हो जाऊं. और साहब वो इतनी मेहनत करते हैं कि वी कैन नॉट बिलीव. इवन द प्रोफेसर डोंट नो द वे, द पाथवे, द ब्रेक थ्रू व्हाट इंडियंस आर डूइंग देयर. दैट इज आवर ब्यूटी. इसीलिए प्रोफेसर अवधेश जी, आप तो एक बहुत संभ्रांत विश्वविद्यालय है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर से लैस हैं, लेकिन हम आपको यूजीसी का एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करें. हमारे देश में 1113 यूनिवर्सिटी एज ऑन डेट टुडे है एंड 45,000 कॉलेजेस हैं. We used to visit most of the universities almost daily. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नहीं है, चेयर्स नहीं है, टेबल्स नहीं है, बट हमारे देश के वो स्मार्ट बच्चे गूगल, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट से लगा के जो 500 फॉर्च्यून कंपनीज हैं, बहुतों में CEO है. And we are doing it. We are doing it. तो हम आपसे केवल इतना कहेंगे, टाइम बहुत कम है, आई विल नॉट टेक मच टाइम, लेकिन बहुत संक्षेप में कहें तो 3W वर्क डन. हम लोग आए हैं, सुबह से कुछ काम कर रहे हैं. वर्क डन इज वन थिंग. आप सब लोग तैयार हैं, बैठे हैं, कोई फ्लावर लेके, कोई सरस्वती जी को, कोई दीप लेके. वी आर ऑन द वे to make this program successful. So work done is one thing. Then work culture. जो हमारे सीनियर एकेडमिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर्स हैं, लीडर्स हैं, वो उसको देख रहे हैं. What is culture you are doing? So work culture is also very important. And I think जो हमारे इस यूनिवर्सिटी के एकेडमिक लीडर्स का कॉन्फिडेंस है कि डे यू विल बी द बेस्ट टॉप हैंडेड यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. True, you can do it if you develop the world culture. And the most important thing, Professor Babu Sahab, who is very dynamic person and have joined this university, I was very happy to see him here. Way forward. Third W. What is way forward? Calling dignitaries and guests, experts, sitting here in physical mode with the help of good hotel and transportation and all, or the way our policy have designed our education, multidisciplinary, cross-disciplinary, transdisciplinary, skilling, upskilling, reskilling, designing, delivering, developing new technologies to not only cover Indian population, Indian youths, rather why the Galgotia cannot teach African, most backward zone of the world. So starting from here, you can go dual degree, you can twin degree, you can joint degree, you can organize the programs. So my humble request all here is UGC have unconditional support to you now. We can support you in 1 or 2 or many programs. Please go ahead to, as I discussed, teacher educator. Now the role of teacher is very different. हम आते हैं, हमारा सिलेक्शन होता है कितने पेपर पब्लिश है, क्या कुछ बुक भी है क्या, तो हम पेपर पब्लिश करने लगते हैं. And paid and publish, so many predatory things are going on. सिलेक्शन हो जाता है, फिर हम आते हैं कि यहाँ क्या करें, कुछ प्रोजेक्ट चाहिए, ठीक है, थोड़ा उससे शोकेस होता है, अच्छा लगता है. उसके आगे क्या होता है, उसके आगे बस गाड़ी यहीं तक चल पड़ती है. लेकिन अब हमारे देश में इसके आगे चीज बढ़ने लगी कि जो हमारा पेपर है वो हमारे कैंपस में कहीं दिख रहा है क्या. आई मीन व्हाट एवर वी हैव पब्लिश्ड इज कैन वी शोकेस दैट पेपर टेक्नोलॉजी in our campus to what we call incubation. And next to that is startups based upon incubation. Can somebody like Rathore ji, who is from Rajasthan, not a very great state for education, but you see he's a leadership. He's doing leadership to so many countries. Really very nice to see you here and listen to that. Oh, so young and hardworking you are in this sector. So क्या हम ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि we can create some innovations, we can do some incubations, we can do some startups of this computing, power, communication in your campus. So if you are doing Babu sir, we can provide you any amount of fund and please do it. Showcase. You showcase to all teachers. You showcase to students. You showcase to their parents. Because you are in such a good place that many one can come here. So that will be nice. हम लिथियम आयन बैटरी लगा के मोबाइल फोन तो चला ही रहे हैं, और सिल्वर आयन लगा देते हैं तो पेसमेकर बन जाता है, हार्ट चलने लगता है. तो केवल आयन का फर्क है. आई विल नॉट टेक मच टाइम, कभी मौका मिलेगा तो और आपसे बात करेंगे. बट माई रिक्वेस्ट इज थैंक यू सो मच, with a request that you please be associated strongly with UGC and ministries. And thank you very much to invite me to be with you for some time, to get introduced with so many great fellows, professors, and really it was nice visit to your place. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for such enlightening and knowledgeable speech. Now, may I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly stand at their place for the unveiling of souvenir. Respected honorables, kindly unveil the souvenir.
आगे से तुम और लो. अरे आगे से हटो.
Thank you so much to all our respected dignitaries. Moving forward with our event, I would now like to introduce our next guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ashish K. Singh, a senior member of IEEE Uttar Pradesh section. Dr. Singh is a professor in the Electrical Engineering Department of Motilal Nehru National Institute of Technology, Allahabad. Sir, okay, sir.
थैंक यू वेरी मच। मेरे ख्याल से मैं एक दो बार पहले आपसे परिचित हूँ। मैं ऐसा मुझे ये मैं मेरा कि आप ज़्यादातर लोगों से परिचित हूँ, दोस्त हूँ, ऐसा लगता है। अब जिनसे नहीं हूँ कोशिश करूँगा अगले 2 दिन में हो जाऊँ। राइट, सो दिस इज़ द डे फॉर द डिग्निटरीज। वी आर लकी इनफ दैट वी आर getting a very good opportunity to interact with Professor Panigrahi, Professor Rathod, आदरणीय दुबे जी, जो मतलब उन्होंने इतना अच्छा बताया कि मैं खुद इसके अलावा भी और कुछ है, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के अलावा वो मतलब इतना कुछ जानकारी है कि मैं अभी तक उससे बाहर नहीं आ पाया। सो थैंक यू वाइस चांसलर साहब, अवधेश जी, रजिस्ट्रार साहब, कि आप लोगों ने एक मौका दिया यहाँ तक आपसे इंटरेक्ट करने का और उसमें आने का। सो आई विल रिप्रेजेंट हियर ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ IEEE उत्तर प्रदेश सेक्शन। मैं आपकी तरह एक अध्यापक हूँ एक संस्थान में, लेकिन IEEE उत्तर प्रदेश सेक्शन के लिए एक वॉलंटियर हूँ। और ये कॉन्फ्रेंस, इस कॉन्फ्रेंस के लिए IEEE उत्तर प्रदेश सेक्शन इज़ ए टेक्निकल स्पॉन्सर। राइट, तो मैं थोड़ा सा आपको IEEE और अपने उत्तर प्रदेश सेक्शन के बारे में ब्रीफ करना चाहूँगा। IEEE is world's largest technical organization with the full name Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineers। और आपको और जानकारी के लिए मैं एक रेफरेंस देता हूँ, दैट इज़ IEEE.org इज़ अ वेबसाइट जहाँ पर आप बहुत सारी चीज़ें अपने उसके लिए जानकारी के लिए प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। As Professor Panigrahi has introduced, yes, this is all is a combination of technologies and things are intermingled. So yes, IEEE आपको एक अपॉर्चुनिटी देता है where there are 39 societies, technical societies are within the IEEE, and there are so many groups where you can find the technical persons or technical peers as per your interest, right? And in this scenario, when we do not know, मैं इस चीज़ को बार बार हाईलाइट करता हूँ आने वाले समय के लीडर्स के लिए, जो हमारे यंगस्टर्स हैं, जो बच्चे हैं पीछे बैठे हुए, उनके लिए एक चैलेंज हमेशा प्रस्तुत करने की कोशिश करता हूँ कि जब लोग ये सवाल करते हैं कि IEEE उनके लिए क्या कर सकता है, तो वहाँ पर ये जवाब निकल के आता है कि IEEE जो है वो आपको एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म देता है जहाँ पर आप अपने फील्ड ऑफ स्टडी के बियॉन्ड एक स्कोप अपने लिए खोलते हैं, राइट? एंड दैट इज पॉसिबल विद द हेल्प ऑफ योर पार्टिसिपेशन इन द एक्टिविटीज, and these 39 activities and other groups, they provide you an opportunity to mingle with persons of other domains, and there you find, as told by the experts of today, that here you find the opportunity to use your skill for some other application, right? And when we talk about at student branch level, तो हम आपको एक प्लेटफॉर्म या IEEE आपको एक प्लेटफॉर्म देने की कोशिश करता है जहां पर आप इसको बहुत यंग एज से इस चीज़ों को शुरुआत कर सकें, राइट? और इसको आने वाले समय में, जो एक समय जब इसके बारे में ये नहीं कहा जा पा रहा है, अभी प्रेडिक्ट नहीं किया जा रहा है कि व्हाट विल बी द स्किल रिक्वायर्ड इन द फ्यूचर फॉर द वर्किंग इंजीनियर्स। सो डेफिनेटली दिस practice which you are going to start from a very early age, that is going to be a useful tool with you always for using those skills for the newer applications which are yet to be identified, which are yet to come. So इन शब्दों के साथ ही मैं आप सभी को इनवाइट करता हूँ कि प्लीज do join us and participate with IEEE, right? And if you find that it is a useful thing, then go for the membership, otherwise not. I trust you, if you are going to participate in different domains of this website IEEE.org, you are going to be a member, this I am very sure. And with all best wishes to the university, that what they have goals they have set. Yes, IEEE Uttar Pradesh section is always helping with, is associated and try to be associated with Galgotias University, and becoming the strength for the mutual benefit of each other. So with these words, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such visionary talk. Now, I would like to invite the captain of our academic ship, who is steering us through uncharted water and guiding us towards new horizon. So put your hands together for our respected VC sir, Professor Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu. Just the audience.
Namaskar. Namaskar, please. Indeed, it is a great pleasure to be here on the inaugural program of 5th International Conference on Computing Power and Communication Technologies, IC2PCT. So it's a wonderful indeed IEEE financially and technically supported conference is this. This is a remarkable achievement by Professor Avdesh and team, which has put up this great show. And I am indeed, this is a great matter of joy to share that Avdesh has become Vice Chair of UP IEEE section. Right? And this is not something which, like, he was talking about IEEE fellow. To set up a IEEE conference, we need to win so many people, intelligent people, dynamic people, whatever type of people, they are very highly intellectual, like a live wires. So with them you have to go and talk to, and also bring in similar kind of acumen on the other side. I don't see any difference in the on the stage people, right, contribute immensely for the success of any such event, which is a networking event, collaborative event, and it is truly a multidisciplinary learning, which is going to happen next couple of days on the campus. With that intro, today's chief guest of the day, Sri Rajesh Kumar Debji, Director, University Grants Commission, and guest of honor Ashish Kumar Singhji, MN in IT, Allahabad, and we have on the stage Dr. Panigrahi, IIT Delhi, Dr. Rathorji, Singapore Institute of Technology, Singapore, and on the virtually Dr. Jing Kamen, UMass, USA, and distinguished guests, other side of it, from Oracle we have Sushil Srivastaji and Ansarji from GBU, and our friends from Shivnadar and GL Bajaj and all other esteemed institutions who are present here. So this hall has certain vacant seats, and probably I would like to say the August gathering on the dais, and after this, many of our faculty are in classrooms and many of our students as well. The examination is going on, so they are there, right? That's a thing which is happening. But they will join for the actual technical deliberations. Now moving on to this, the biggest challenge which is happening today is education. NEP 2020. I'll come to this topic later on because I'm not a computer science engineer, neither Panigrahi sir jaisa electrical engineering nahi ho, right? Right? So these areas, though I have not gone through them, but as an engineer, I coherently connect to them and I use the benefits which are derived from those technologies. Not only me, a common Indian, common human being on the earth gets benefited out of these particular developments that are happening in this room. So now that is a maqsad wherein we call it as STEM education, and which is predominantly multidisciplinary in nature. So STEM has become STEAM. Arts have joined into that. Liberal arts, liberal education is coming into the mainframe. Apart from STEAM, 5 disciplines, science, technology, engineering, management and arts. Apart from that, we have various other disciplines which at Galgotias University, we propel forward with 17 such disciplines of education rendering. That's a truly a multidisciplinary institution which we are in, and day in and day out we work on several issues, but there is a gap which I see, which I understand, where the Honorable Chief Guest today has opened our thought process, wherein we render education to a mass of students, so large number of students, but the education formats have been changing. What the change which is happening, what the disruption which is happening, what the technologies, where these things are going on. Lots of things which are happening, right? For that, the main connecting point for this education, what sir told, I repeat, the faculty members. Faculty members are in the Purana Jamana mein, students are in the advanced Jamana mein. है ना? वो डिजिटल नेटिव है स्टूडेंट्स, बट वी वर बुक पढ़ के नोट्स बना के पढ़े थे. सर ये बोल रहे थे ना सर, राइट? सो वो तो सर तो 100% करेक्ट है, ये मान लेता हूँ, मेरा एक्सपीरियंस भी वही खाता है, राइट? When we don't really develop the faculty in the realm of the technological changes, or I should say disruptions which are happening, I'm afraid many of us lose jobs after 5 years. Please mark my words. Young faculty members all across India, for that matter, because UGC talks about this, though India only. Galgotia nahi hai. Galgotia is also part of it. So now when we are talking about that, teacher transformation, the context of today's developments in the technology are very important. That happens through lots of faculty development programs. That's what have been advised. Yes, I have humbly requested him, sir, this is fine, but faculty development cannot be sustained with a institution does it, but it should be in a open platform which we need to bring in and strategically move forward. So for that, sir said he will support that. That's one part of it. Now, what are the changes that are going to really trouble us? Really trouble us. So typically, I'm seeing an ecosystem which is sustainable and conducive, providing quality education. We talk about quality education, we talk about outcome-based education, we talk about so many things, we talk about surface level. If I have to get in deeper, you need to have at least some kind of understanding. Now today we are talking about sustainability, education, but we do practices which impact sustainability, but we never know that they are that because lack of education. So this education needs to be improved in whatever work we deploy the learnings. Now next, what happens is, typically today you talk about cyber technology, drone technology, all, so lots of versions which are happening, industrial revolution. You are going to more than 4 to 5. So we keep on moving advancements, which is now the talk is artificial intelligence. The talk is machine learning. So now what we are looking into, whether be it you are a computer science engineer or electronics engineer or electrical engineer or any other engineering, environmental engineering. But without AI, we are not going to sustain further. We will lose our entities, jobs. So now it is not that good that we send students elsewhere, they become big. But आप तो थोड़ा सोचो आपके बारे में, हम खुद सोचे आपके बारे में, हम खुद पढ़े, हम खुद सीखे न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज, ये थोड़ा ध्यान दीजिए आप. And AI is going to really, we say that एक tool है, कुछ data है, कुछ आता है. नहीं. AI is going to be a powerful tool for education. Education. So now AI has different generatives, right? Which we also have called, I just take Gen AI, Generative Artificial Intelligence. So typically, the Gen AI, artificial intelligence, it can produce a text, a new text, or image, video, or audio clips. AI creates all those things. You know, get into the prompt and then just key in something, you get some data. But this prompt is not that easy. AI doesn't understand what you are asking. Unless until you know what question need to be put in appropriate sense, then it responds that creative fashion. That's called prompt engineering, which actually earlier Gen AI models were built with specific data types and application in mind. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. The way you think, you ask something, it gives you that answer. But today, the field of generative AI is evolving very quickly and increasing the number of generative AI models, and that has become multi-modal. It's not single. Like multidisciplinary, what we are talking about, AI is also advancing. AI is going to be the breed tomorrow. If teaching, education pedagogies, the methods, the knowledge transfers, which typically dependent on this. You can generate a beautiful complex engineering problem. A question you can generate through that. It's not wrong, it's not copying, right? And still it keeps you the toes. The mode and method and statistically it will be correct and it will be creative and new. It's not the old knowledge. So the machine is learning faster. You are training the machine. You are training the machine is learning very, very faster, and then machine learning is, I need not tell you. So in that context, what I say is, generated text, actually what happens, generative AI handle different data prompts, which is capable of generating different data types. So henceforth I would say that it's a multidisciplinary approach, helps ensure that generative AI models are designed, trained, deployed, and maintained ethically and responsibly. They operate like that. So who would create all those things? You can create your lesson such a fashion where students can really engross into this. So this is what I would like to really focus. Anyway, the young generation, young faculty, young researchers, all the people here who are in their late 30s, right? And they need to focus more. About 55, 60 पे ऊपर है, anyway हम retire हो जाएंगे, right? उनका कोई चिंता नहीं है, जब तक मिलेगा तब तक सैलरी मिलेगा. But 30 में आपको जॉब खोना नहीं चाहिए. जॉब नहीं खोना मतलब आपको पढ़ना चाहिए, आपको नया टेक्नोलॉजी सीखना चाहिए, नया दौर पे ले आना चाहिए. With a mobile, you can create impactful teaching learning processes, pedagogies. And there are several ways we are advancing. At Galgotias University, we are embarking in collaboration with Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, to bringing in lot of newer pedagogical techniques, Once already a team visited and gone, and next team is coming in, a 30-member team, which will be just hitting the university and talking to all the professors, how would we really enhance our skill sets in types of pedagogies. At the same time, that also requires a physical transformation of the university. The way our classrooms, the way our laboratories, all these things, we are working on that. So that's a big thing which is going to happen. And it is already commenced. It is not that we don't talk. We speak, we do actions and speak to you. The next big thing which is happening right now at Galgotias University, a top cream out of 30,000 students, top cream 100 students are now getting trained on new app development, Apple iOS development center. They are working. They are now in training with today. They are at Mysuru, right, Infosys campus for 4-week strong training. A very rigorous training. It is not that they work more than 14 hours a day. Students. They are 6-semester students, computer science students. And the format is, the format which you would have seen I request those who have not seen our iOS lab, you can visit. So that's a kind of a reformative educational model, right? I should say learning model, not educational model. It's a learning happens through facilitation. No examination, no paper, nothing, right? So, but still, they keep on incubating their idea. Sir, Chief Guest Sir said that there is an incubation, that is it. Now I say that it's connected to incubating. Their thought process is being incubated and now that's been developed. So these are the practices which we are looking into. We would like to embark much more. But for that ecosystem to build, lots of support, collaboration to happen. And I see great things are going to happen with our Chief Guest Sir blessing us for several innovative things to happen, not only to Galgotias but entire India. So that's what we say, and we will contribute in the space of education, right? We will work very hard, so then automatically Avdesh sir का ambition बने सच. हम तो करेंगे काम. सब बातें ड्राफ्ट करके देते ये करो वो करता रहता हूँ तो चल कुछ नहीं करता मैं, राइट? करेंगे, सब लोग करेंगे, साथ में करेंगे. इसी के लिए मेहनत करना पड़ता है. मेहनत के बिना कुछ नहीं आता है. मैनेज जाता है दुनिया मतलब इसलिए हमारा बच्चा यूएस भी जाते हैं ना, इसलिए, राइट? वो इंडिया में खाली होते हैं, उधर भी जाते हैं. इसलिए विद दैट फ्यू थॉट्स ऑफ माइंड एंड sincere thanks to our Chief Guest Sir and all luminaries present on the stage, I conclude my talk today and enjoy Galgotias University. Start learning. Next 2 days would be exploring a journey into newer technologies, newer things, newer levels of research and education. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for such a visionary talk. Now it's time to give honor to our respected guest dignitaries. So, I would like to request Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu sir to present the memento and shawl to Dr. Rakesh K. Dubey sir. Sir. Now I request Dr. Avdesh sir to kindly present the bouquet to our guest of honor, Dr. Akshay Rathore sir. Memento and shawl, sorry. Memento and shawl to Dr. B.K. Panigrahi sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. Nitin Kaur sir to kindly present Ashish K. Singh sir. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. Avdesh Kumar sir to kindly present the memento and shawl to Mr. Sushil Srivastava sir. Sir, please come on the stage. Thank you, everyone.
I'd like to introduce the one who is constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Ma'am, I cannot summarize your introduction in few words, but to tell the audience present here, we have a dean with enriched experience who is a visionary leader and team builder. Now, may I invite Professor Dr. Sunita Yadav, Dean SCSC on stage to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Pragya. Honorable dignitaries on the dais, respected guests from all over India and outside India. It is my proud privilege to extend a vote of thanks and to finally conclude the inaugural ceremony. I express my gratitude to Honorable Chancellor Sir, Honorable CEO Sir, and Honorable Director Operations Ma'am for their valuable support and guidance, without which this event was not possible. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our Chief Guest Sir, Rajesh K. Dubey Sir. It is your gracious presence, sir, that the importance of this conference has increased a lot. And as per your suggestions, we are definitely going to work on the incubation centers as well as to train the faculty for future and for nature. So definitely we are going to do it, sir. Thank you so much for coming and sparing your valuable time. I would like to express my sincere regards to the guest of the honor, Panigrihi sir, Dr. Akshay Kumar Rathore sir, Ashish sir, for your always guidance and enlightening and inspiring remarks, and setting the stage for what promises to be an engaging and thought-provoking conference ahead. My sincere thanks to IEEE UP section, who has always shown their confidence in us and for sponsoring the conference and always providing a guidance for conducting really good conferences in the university. Thank you so much. My thanks to Dr. K. Mallikarjun Babu sir. Sir, it is your day-to-day and minute-to-minute guidance that we have reached to this standard in this conference. Thank you so much for always supporting, always encouraging us to deliver something very good, and always be cheerful and then working unconditionally for the organization. Thank you for motivating us, sir. My sincere and heartfelt thanks to the two most energetic personalities of the university, Dr. Avdesh sir, and Dr. Nitin Gaur sir. These are the persons who are always motivating us to do something good every day and every minute. Thank you so much for supporting, and with you only any event in this university is possible to the standards which we are achieving. Thank you so much, sir. Sincere thanks to the distinguished speakers, delegates, guests who has come around by nearby institutions in Noida, Greater Noida, in NCR, from the throughout the world and nation. Thank you so much for coming and gracious this occasion. Thank you so much. My special thanks to the keynote speakers, Mr. Sushil Srivastav, Oracle US. Thank you, sir. Professor Rajiv Srivastav, who will be joining us online. Mr. Arun Kumar Paul, sir, and the panelists who will share their expertise and knowledge and enrich the discussion that will unfold over the next 2 days. Thank you so much. I express my gratitude to the sponsors, the partners, and the exhibitors for their crucial support in making this conference possible. Heartfelt thanks to all the deans, HODs, and professors of the university who have joined us in this inaugural ceremony. Thank you so much. Our sincere thanks to the hardworking organizing committee and the volunteers who has worked behind the scene and ensuring the seamless execution of every aspect of this conference. Thank you all. Special thanks to the Dean, to the Student Council who has put their efforts to make this conference very successful. To all the participants, we appreciate your enthusiasm, engagement, and active participation. We eagerly anticipate the insightful discussion and collaboration that will emerge from this gathering. In conclusion, let us forward the spirit of collaboration, learning, innovation that define this conference as we embark our journey ahead. Once again, thank you everyone for being part of this memorable inaugural ceremony. Wishing you all a productive and fulfilling conference ahead. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, ma'am. May I now request all the attendees to stand up in the grace of national anthem.
Hello.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ हिमाचल यमुना गंगा चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
May I now request all the guests and dignitaries to proceed for high tea. There is a slight change in schedule. After high tea, please assemble in A207 for keynote of Dr. Akshay Rathore sir.